Good morning, friends. It's been a while since I've had the chance to upload anything, but I've made it to my next destination of Bangkok, Thailand. I have been here for a little over a week, so I'm just still sort of getting my bearings, getting acclimated. But I'm gonna take you around my neighborhood a little bit today. My neighborhood and beyond. So we'll be using the BTS line on Sukhumvit. We'll go to the Chatuchak weekend market and probably end the day with a 7-Eleven beer is my plan. But I just wanted to show you the view from my apartment here.
กว่า125 สาขาทั่วประเทศโปรโมชั่นส่วนลดเพียบสามารถสอบถามข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมได้ที่พนักงานสาขาส่งของไปต่างประเทศได้แล้ว5 สาขาทั่วประเทศโปรโมชั่นส่วนลดเพียบสามารถสอบถามข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมได้ที่พนักงานสาขาส่งของไปต่างประเทศได้แล้วที่เคอรี่เอ็กซ์เพรสกว่า125 สาขาทั่วประเทศโปรโมชั่นทั่วประเทศโปรโมชั่นส่วนลดเพียบสามารถสอบถามข้อมูลเพิ่มเติมได้ที่พนักงานสาขาส่งของไปต่างประเทศได้แล้วที่เคอรี่เอ็กซ์เพรสกว่า125 สาขาทั่วประเทศโปรโมชั่นส่วนลดเพียบสามารถสอบถามข้อมูลเพิ่มเติม
Bit of a maze trying to navigate this labyrinth here, Chatuchak weekend market. I think I'm kind of in the centrally located part of the entire thing, and this seems to be where all the food stands are. You're really close to the Bang Sue Junction building. I've got my coconut juice, and all is right with the world. had my first big American Western breakfast, and that felt like medicine. I've been missing that. Been on a breakfast dumpling kick, and that's good for a while, but eventually you need a little taste of home. So I'll leave a link to the restaurant I ate at. It's in Asok. I give it 5 stars out of 5. Good coffee, everything was really good. So if you're looking for a breakfast place near the Asok, ASOKE BTS station, I will leave that link for you guys to check that out. I'm sure the people who've lived here for a while probably already know, but it's called A Breakfast Story. Very good. And so now I'm just making my way to Benchakitti Park. It's probably about 95, 96 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. I am still sort of acclimating to the heat, but kind of learning to embrace it. Kind of like the heat. I would like to find some decent walking shoes, because I only could pack so much, and preferred footwear here is a flip-flop, so that was what I prioritized. So this is the entrance to Benchakitti Park from the Asok area. This is a nice little refuge if you're trying to get a break from the concrete jungle. Just gonna walk around here while I talk a little bit about my experience getting here. I've been here for quite a while at this point. I guess what your definition of quite a while is, but it's been 10 days. I flew from Taipei. I ended up skipping the mystery country that I was thinking about going to, but that will appear in a future episode. Been doing some writing. I would like to get a blog started soon, so I can kind of put my thoughts on a screen for people to read if they're interested. But this is my 4th time to Thailand. I think my first time was right during the onset of COVID. So it was like January of 2020, February, somewhere in there. So over the years, I've gotten to know it, as well as a Farang can. One cool thing about Asia is you can spend your whole life here and you're never gonna quite figure it out. It's an endless puzzle. So I enjoy the small little victories I feel. The biggest hurdle is the language, for sure. That's the real key to unlocking a better understanding of the culture. So that's what I'll be focusing on the most in the future. I've been fortunate enough to make some really great lasting friendships here, and I will continue to meet new people and hopefully start a good life here. Last night, what did I do? I got a wave of fatigue like around 3 p.m. for whatever reason. Fell asleep, woke up, worked out. There's a sauna in my facility. So I used the sauna, jumped in the pool, took about a 5-minute walk to get to the more urban area of my neighborhood where I've had an addiction to this Japanese restaurant that serves a nice bowl of ramen. So I'll order up a garlic, it's like, I don't know, super garlicky, salty, garlicky. They put an egg in there with some kind of sauteed beef, and it's phenomenal. So that's what I've been doing. Trying to diversify my diet a little bit, but it's tough when you find something that really speaks to your gut. So then I did that, and then I got a 1-hour Thai massage for 250 baht. So off the top of my head, I'm gonna say that's about probably just under $8. But you can do the conversion yourself if you're that curious. But it's pretty affordable. I usually get one of those every 2 or 3 days. To get your body right. I forget how much you store stress in your muscles until you can get a good Thai massage. They really dig in there, and they're very professional. I always try to leave a 100 baht tip. I don't feel like that's too much to ask. If you're going in there for an hour, those people are working hard. So I know people say that there's no tipping in this culture, but if you have the means, give those people a 100 baht or 50 baht or something. But I'll go show you this little Buddha. It's not a memorial, it's just kind of like a little statue here in the middle of the park. So this place is becoming my dojo. It's pretty cool around Thailand. A lot of public parks have free exercise equipment that you can use. most of the things I do, I don't need a gym membership for, so it's actually really perfect to just come outside and be by myself and sweat buckets. But yeah, they've got a nice little jungle gym set up. If you're a calisthenics person, you don't need weights, you just come out here. Best to get here in the morning, avoid the heat if you can, but I haven't been so good about that lately, so I pay the price. But usually I like to do like a push, a pull, and a leg every day. Nothing too crazy. Do some air squats, do some lunges, get a pull up in, or some rows, some kind of push up or dips, you know, just to keep myself in the game. And they rent out these cool little duck mobiles. I'm not sure, I think probably a couple bucks. I think they make you throw a life jacket on and get out there, pedal around. Again, probably not the best time of day to do it, but you know. But what else has been going on? I went out with a friend on Saturday night after the market, and I was planning on going back to my house or apartment to leave the things that I had bought at the market, so I was carrying around a big garbage bag full of goodies. I bought just a couple bigger items that I needed to pull around with a big plastic trash bag. But as I was going home on the crowded BTS, I get a text from a friend to meet up for Korean barbecue, so I wasn't able to go all the way home, so I had to go into the middle of Asok with this big trash bag, pulling around my stuff around all these people. But it's, you know, it's fine. That was just my evening out on the town with my trash bag. But I'll show you when I get back to my apartment what I got. Just a couple pieces of Thai furniture and a shirt or two. But yeah, Chatuchak, you'll see in the footage, is quite the labyrinth. It's really easy to get lost in. I've been there probably 5 or 6 times at this point, and it's just a maze. And even if you find a shop that you really like inside of that labyrinth, you're gonna have a tough time getting back to it. So a lot of those shop owners carry business cards with a little diagram of the map on the back, and it'll highlight what number their business is. So if you're at Chatuchak and you find a place that you really like, that you'd like to find a way to get back to, just ask them for a business card or at least get the number of the shop so that you can make your way back there. But again, it's a weekend market, so not open during the week. You can go there Saturday or Sunday. If you only have 1 week in Bangkok, I would say that's a must-see, must experience, especially if you're trying to find like the best price. You can negotiate the price on most things, buy in bulk, and then you can ship it back home to yourself so you don't have to carry it in your luggage. So that might be a good checklist. If you're a guy coming to Bangkok for a week and you've got the money, I'd suggest going to a tailor. You can often find tailored suits of high quality for less than 1/3 of the price you would pay in the West. One tailor that I'm familiar with is called Tailor on 10. In the future, I'd like to do an episode where I go in and try on a suit. But that's just a heads up to anybody who's coming here first time, especially from the West. You've got $500 to $800 to spend on a suit. I would suggest going to a place like Tailor on 10. Get yourself tailored up. They can ship the suit to you anywhere in the world. So I will be doing that in a future episode. So yeah, those two things I would suggest is, well, I mean, there's a lot of things I would suggest, but if you got a week here, get a Thai massage, get yourself a tailored suit, go to Chatuchak Market, maybe check out one of the canal markets. I'll show one of those in a future episode. And just be mindful of the heat, stay hydrated, get your electrolytes. So my phone is telling me 92 degrees, but I am absolutely roasting. I can handle the heat. It feels like Southern Illinois around here right now. I'd say the RH is probably like in the 90s. It is what it is. Better to accept the reality rather than to complain about it. But I'm not gonna lie, it is fucking hot. But guys, if it's your first time to Bangkok, keep an eye out for these sky walkways. It'll help you avoid crossing traffic through all this madness. And these all connect, at least on the Sukhumvit line, they all connect to the BTS. The BTS is going to be your green line, and that runs up and around Sukhumvit and beyond. I would highly recommend buying a card. It costs 100 baht to activate the BTS card, which you can use for the MRT BTS, and you can scan that and use it to navigate the train system and avoid a lot of the traffic. If you're here for about a week, I'd suggest maybe putting like 500 baht on that thing and study up the BTS a little bit, just to know where your stops are. My first few times here, I was just kind of running and gunning. I would take grab bikes and taxis, but over time I've learned that these are nice to avoid. I mean, you get up above a lot of the smog and stuff, but also it's just easier than having to worry about all this. So yeah, strongly suggest getting one of those cards and then navigating the MRT BTS that way. So now we're up above all this. This is what those cards will look like. Like I said, you put however much money you want on there. It costs 100 baht to activate, and then you scan that, and then the screen will pop up showing you the remainder on your account. So this is the office where you can buy your card, right over there. And then here's the gate to get on to the BTS. Card, scan, remainder amount. Now you're in. And then right when you walk in, it'll show you this map. This is where you are. This is where you'll be going. We want to go that way, so we got to go over there. We want to go that way. So now we know we're on the correct side. It shows you the destination there. That's the final stop. So that's how that works.